Greetings, welcome back to Pink Oddbird. Operation Organization continues. Let's go! Today, what I would like to talk about is a few different ways that we can store ephemera and stickers. So up first, I have this tin that I had laying around in my garage. You might have something similar. If you don't, you can also use an old shoebox that you can cover up with paper or fabric, and it would make a nice little filing system for your ephemera. I'm just taking a piece of scrap cardstock and I'm going to cut them down to different heights so that I can label what each section of ephemera is and just use it that way, sort of like a divider. Of course, you can make these dividers as tall or as short as you would like, depending on what kind of ephemera you're going to store. And then all you have left to do is load it up with all of your tags, journaling cards, and other bits of ephemera, and boom, this one's done. Up next, I have this super big, chunky, junky book, and I was inspired to make this by Janine. She sent me something kind of similar to this, where she packed it up with a bunch of supplies that I could use, and I was like, oh, that's a super good idea, because I have received a lot of cool things in Happy Mail and stuff, so I thought this would be a neat way for me to house them and just be able to lay out in front of me and dig into as I'm decorating journals. I made 3 signatures, and they're all elastic bound, so I can easily remove the signatures if I want, and the insides are made up of all upcycled materials. When you're making something like this, you can get really creative with your supplies. I've used a bubble wrap envelope that I received in the mail, folded it in half, and sewed fabric to it so that it would make pockets. So inside of those pockets, I've just got some bits and pieces stored in, napkins, journaling cards, things like that. I've got covers to the paper packs that we all buy. There's a bag in here. I've just used that to store some things and attached things to it to make pockets so that I can store even more stuff. And there's the elastic there. You can see that it is removable, so if I want to take this signature out, I can do that super easily. Obviously, storing your ephemera in this fashion is a lot less organized than the last method, but I think having this book in front of you as you're decorating your journal would add a great element of randomness. If you're decorating a page and you might get stumped, plopping this book open in front of you and just reaching in to grab something that you might not have seen otherwise is a great, random element that you can add to the creative process. This lace page was also inspired by Janine. She did that in my book. I have left some of the pages in here plain, that way I have the option to go back in and glue down more pockets, or I can paper clip more things to the pages as time goes by. So as you can see, this is a super fun and carefree way to store your ephemera. Now let's get into talking about different ways that we can also store stickers. When I started sorting out all of my stickers, I realized that there were a lot more that I didn't realize I had. So I have a lot of these 12 by 12 boxes and I don't have a whole ton of paper, so I use these mostly to store other items in. So I thought one of these would be perfect to store some of my stickers in. So as you can see, there's no real rhyme or reason to the storage method. Basically, I've taken all of my stickers and tucked them into this box, which is fine with me because I can just dig through and see what I've got and pull out the stickers that I need at the time. Another option that you can do is if you have any of those top loading photo albums, they're small, they're like pocket size, they hold 4 by 6 photos. They have little slips where you can slip the picture in, not the ones where you peel the plastic back. You can also use those as really neat ephemera or sticker storage methods. These plastic sheets here are also really good sheet protectors. Anything like this you can use to store your stickers in. Also, if you've got those old like little cushiony CD booklets, you can also use those that you used to store your CDs in to put stickers in. So these are just a few different ways that you can house your stickers. Since they're flat embellishments, it's really easy to find different ways that you can load them into different pockets and boxes and such. So I hope you guys have found these helpful. Up next is this little storage box, and I love this because you get a bunch of smaller boxes inside of one big box, and it really makes it ideal for categorizing your stickers or your ephemera, and I love this storage method so much. And I do realize that the objective is to not go out and buy anything, but if you're in dire need of storage, and you really must buy something, January is the time because a lot of the craft stores have deep discounts on their storage and organization supplies. So as you can see, it's a really great way to separate your ephemera out by your favorite digital designers or your favorite brands. Now, moving into the final method and my favorite is this little caddy. And I love this caddy because it houses so much ephemera and it's really deceptive because you wouldn't think that it holds as much as it really does. This is the one that I keep on my desk. It makes it easy for when I'm crafting. I can easily just reach over, spin this thing around and pick some items out. As you can see, I've got tons of die cuts in here. I think that's actually 2 packs of die cuts in there in that one pocket. But yeah, this one stores so many different things, so many different ways. And I know what you might be thinking. Hey, April, that's great, but I don't really want to dig into these wooden pockets for small die cut pieces. And to that I say, fear not, little one, for it has drawers. That's right. It's got drawers on each one of these different segments, and it's absolutely perfect for housing all of these teeny tiny little ephemera die cut bits that you get. As you can see here, I've got a lot of die cuts in this one and tabs in this one. And as a crafter, I'm sure there's no shortage of tiny things that you couldn't find to be able to fill these little teeny drawers up with and get all of that clutter off of your desk. But that's absolutely why I love this, because I keep it right on the corner in my desk. It doesn't take up very much space and it's totally just functional. I love it. So, friends, that's going to wrap it up for this segment of Operation Organization. And I do hope that you have enjoyed the tips that I've shared here. And until we come back for the next installment, that's going to wrap it up for me for now. Be sure to stay tuned because you never know what direction this odd flock of ours is heading into. And until next time, toodaloo.